Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Midwest Winston's Cup Series presented by Excellipath. Well, we're glad you're here tonight, and man, I tell you, we got a real barn burner for you tonight here, folks. We're here with the Cup cars here at the Thunder Valley 200 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And I know it's not Saturday night, but man, we got some Saturday night racing in store for you tonight. And the guys, they're just in the process of wrapping up practice here. And, man, there's going to be a lot of beating and banging out there tonight. Pretty good night for racing, though. 78 degrees air temperature, winds of 2 miles an hour. And track temperature's 81 degrees, not too hot out there. And we'll see these guys getting it, putting it down to here at the 0.52 mile oval here at Bristol. So without further ado, hey, let's go on down to the track here and see what kind of time these guys are putting down. There's Brian Chu. And, a little bit of damage there on the 11 machine. Yep, you're going to probably see a lot of that. He was actually second fastest there with that 15.220. And right now, actually, the guy that's the quickest right now is Derek Offerman in that 20 machine with a 15.218. There's the 43 Robert Ramsey. Sixth at the moment with that 15.257. There's a 9 machine of Patrick Hasty. He's 12th fastest at the moment with that 15.359. See, who is that right behind him there? That is, we missed, couldn't see who that was. There's Lee Tucker there. He's 10th fastest, 15.341. Oh, and there was somebody spinning again. Like I said, you're going to be seeing a lot of that. And boy, we got a nice field out here tonight. So far, it looks like we've got about 31 cars in the server. So I tell you, it's going to be a hot time in Old Town tonight. That's for sure. A lot of close quarters battling out there. There's a 59 of Joseph Ward. He's looks like he's 18th fastest at the moment with that 15.395. Look a little further back in the field. There's Douglas Hooper, the 29 machine. He's 23rd fastest with a 15.487. Yeah, right. Let's see. And right behind him, there's a 30 car, Chip Parks, 17th fastest, 15.383. We're just about to roll over to qualifying here. And they run fixed setups here in this series, and they had, of course, the damage is on, and they have only one faster pair. And boy, I tell you, they're going to need to hold on to that as long as they possibly can tonight. That's for certain. And I hope you enjoy the race. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And so you can keep up with all the racing action here on Rice and Motorsports TV. Okay, the checkered flag is out, and we're getting ready to roll over to the qualifying session. And that will be a private qualifying. There will be more than one car on track, of course, at the same time, but we can only see one at a time. And we'll lock in on some guys as they come out and see what kind of times we're getting here. And Parks, he's still in the pits at the moment, so we'll wait for somebody else to come out. Let's see. There's Bryson Alexander, I believe. Yep. Taking that 19 Interstate machine out. Let's see what time he gets this first hot lap here. And that is third fastest with a 15.815. Try to improve. He's about to get bumped. He's down to sixth fastest. See if he can pick it back up closer to the front here. His second lap will be a 15.614. He's still sixth. looked like he was about to improve, but he's still sixth. Now he's starting to move down the order just a little bit. There's a 29 Douglas Hooper. 14th fastest at the moment. Is about to change. There's 15th fastest with that 16.643. They're giving it everything they can. There's 11 of Brian Chu. This might be his first time lap there. Let's see. He just crossed the line, and that was good enough for 7th fastest with a 15.380. We'll see if he can pick that up this time around. As long as he doesn't hit that wall. If you hit the wall, then that will, negate that particular lap, and it will not count. He might have made contact, and so he just went ahead and shut it down. So it looks like he'll be done for qualifying. And there's the 51 of Scott Black. Looks like he's 18th fastest at the moment with that 16.043. Let's see. There's Kyle Hall. Looks like he's done. 15.883. There's a 67 Travis Yakovacci. Now, he hasn't done a timed lap yet. This might be his first time one right here. Staying on that high line all the way around the course. Okay, his first time lap, he's 22nd fastest with 16.297. Oh, and he tried to get to the line. Did he get a second line? It didn't improve. It didn't record the time, though. And actually, it was a 15.461. So he actually did improve his time as he's spun across the start-finish line. And let's see, Patrick Hasty, is he still out there? There he is. Looks like he might have just finished 14th fastest at the moment with that 15.455. So looks like a lot of the guys are wrapping things up here. So we'll, while we're waiting for qualifying to finish, we're going to step over to this quick break, and we will see you at the start of the race here. All right, we're back here, and we are now ready to get on. The race session has started here. We're waiting for our cars to come out on pit road here. And here they are now starting to populate pit road. And as they're getting ready to get going here, let's go ahead and look at the starting grid here. And on the pole, we have Robert Ramsey, the 43 machine. Next to him is Kyle McCoy, starting second. And third, Derek Offerman. Trey Jackson, fourth. James Harris, fifth. Dylan Glass 6th, Brian Chu 7th, Lee Tucker in 8th position, Nate Lynch 9th, Emery Knoll rounds out the top 10, Riley Duncan is 11th, Michael Weber is in 12th position. Starting 13th, we have Christopher Wade. 14th, we have Mike Lynch. 15th, we have Patrick Hasty. Jerry Hutcherson in 16th position. Nick Holland 17th. Bryson Alexander 18th. 19th, we have Adam Sidlow. Kyle Hall rounding out the top 20. Scott Black 21st position. Brian Lynch 22nd. And 23rd, we have Zachary Rogers. Travis Yakovachi 24th position. 25th position, 23rd position, we have Zachary Rogers. I'm sorry, I got a little tongue-tied there. Yeah, 25th, we have Douglas Hooper. 26th, Josh Klinger. 27th, Lane Bullock. Eli Childs, 28th. 29th, Steve Anderson. 30th, we have Joseph Ward. 31st, we have Michael Potter. 32nd is Chip Parks, and rounding out the field is in 33rd position, Tyler Farrell. Pace cars bringing them around now for the pace lap. Boy, I tell you, this is going to be a good race tonight here, boy. And turn one is going to be interesting. I mean, this is a huge field. 30 cars on track tonight here at Bristol Motor Speedway. They make their way down the back stretch. Definitely going to have to be a little give and take, and we'll see how the guys do here on this start here. Pace car is in. We're waiting for that green flag. And we're racing here at Bristol. Ramsey with a good getaway there. He's got McCoy right behind him. Everybody's doing a good job, and a very good getaway by the 43 car. They're battling back there. There's Brian Chu battling for that 5th position there. He's got Dylan Glass right in front of him. Starting to mix it up behind him there just a little bit. Oh, got some pileups, and Chu got caught up in that, and a few more drivers. Oh, big calamity going on here. Oh boy, pick a driver. There's the 6 machine. He's tore up a little bit. Oh man, got a lot of guys out hurting here right now. Looks like Josh Klinger, he might have been at the start of that. Him and actually Robert Ramsey. Let's see. Ramsey, I don't know why it's showing that he crashed. He might have just got on the brakes hard there. Let's go back with Josh Klinger here. See if we can see what happened here. Now it looks like he's just slowing down for all of the calamity that was happening in front of him. Let's go ahead and let's find another driver here we can go on board with. Here's Eli Childs. Let's see what looked like from his perspective on the replay. We'll go ahead and run it back a little bit so we can see that, because man, there were cars just going on everywhere. Okay, that's them. That was them right at getting ready to go out of pit road, and it happened so quickly here. We'll just go ahead and go live, because there were so many cars. I was trying to catch it right when it happened, and but man, there were so many cars involved there. And let's see, we got Emery Knoll. He's on pit road, getting his way back out there. There's Nick Holland. He was caught up in it. Lane Bullock, another one of the cars. And right now, it looks like those are the only 3 that actually pitted for any kind of servicing. Now we're showing Trey Jackson is out. Now I'm not sure if he's actually racing or if he's race control. He may be the guy doing race control tonight if they have a controller, and if that's the case, then he would have automatically shown out anyway. But here we're lap 200. I mean, sorry, lap 7 of 200. Robert Ramsey continues to be your leader. You've got McCoy, Offerman, Duncan, and Chu in your top 5 there. And here we go once again. Restart here, lap 8. Ramsey once again with a very good launch there. Offerman's trying to close in a little bit closer this time. Taking a peek on that high side. They've been running a very high line anyway, and it looks like Ramsey might have went around, and he did. Oh boy, that's going to be another. That's got to be another caution. Oh boy, look at that. Carnage everywhere. I'm going to say that probably had something to do with Robert Ramsey there, getting a part of that whole thing started. Let's go back and look at the replay if we can here. Okay, there's the 20, and he just got loose there, and once he came down and he collected the 11, and as you can see, just a big mess there all of a sudden, and then everybody else, pretty much just a chain reaction, and so that's kind of what's going to happen at a track as short as Bristol here. Take it back live here, and heavy damage for the 43. Definitely going to have to use his fast repair. He was safe at the front there in that first caution, but he actually kind of, got the second one going when he got a little loose there, trying to hold off the 20. And everybody trying to get their composure here and get this thing going. Now and that's another one of those new effects there, the hood popping up in the air. And funny thing about that, at first, when I first saw that, I was thinking, well, how can the driver see where he's going? But from the driver, even though, say, if we go to the in-car cannon, that's what we see. But for the driver himself, he doesn't see that. He doesn't see the hood up in front of his face like that. And so that's how they're able to kind of really see where they're going. That's another neat part of the new damage model for this particular build of iRacing. And yeah, he's definitely going to have to use the fast repair this time. Now he stayed out. I know he's going to have to pit if he wants to continue, unless he, I don't know. Remember, I've said that before. Sometimes folks will just stay out. And I'm pretty sure he's got to know how much damage he's got on the car. But that would look kind of funny if you were riding around with the hood flapping in the air. We'll see if he comes around this time. And right now, I don't see anybody else. We had a few guys on pit road. There's Dylan Glass. He's on making his way in. Jerry Hutchison, he's already on pit road now. He may be there. Oh boy, the 14 car is really tore up. I don't know if he had already used the fast repair in that first caution or not. And if he did already use it, boy, he's going to have a long night. He might get back out at the end of the race, but I don't know. They're still showing him there as of right now. But boy, that'd be hard to see. Anyway, Kyle McCoy is your leader right now. Lights are right on the pace car, so we will be going green next time around. And I noticed, let's see, Robert Ramsey, he's down at the tail end of the field. It doesn't look like he pitted, so he might be riding around with a hood flapping in the breeze here. We might see a little something kind of entertaining here in a minute. There, the pace car is in, waiting for that green flag, and here we go. stand corrected, it was Offerman. They kind of juggle position there when they're pacing, and he was behind the 7 there for a minute. Offerman is your leader, chased by the 7 of McCoy. Let's look a little further back here. Now the guys are getting spread out a little bit more this time. Patrick Hasty there and running in the 5th position. A little further back, everybody else is still hanging on good. Bryson Alexander, he's trying to fight off Robert Black there, challenging him for that 8th position. Oh, we do have a caution. Caution lap number 17 here. And it looks like it might have involved Douglas Hooper. Yeah, he's looking pretty beat up there. Let's run the replay here, see if we can see what happened. Okay, Hooper already has his hood up, and you see Ramsey as well. And somebody got into the back of him there, and he collected the 11 there. I believe that was Brian Chu. So bad luck for the 11 machine. And that's interesting because if he already used his fast repair, then he can't fix that hood. And even though it's not blocking his view, we might see a few cars running around with the hoods up in the air tonight. That's that's kind of an interesting model, the way they did that damage model. You would think they maybe just had the hood come off instead of flapping around like that, because you wouldn't really see that in a real race. And he's not even pulling it into the pit stall. Let's go ahead and take that live and see if he's okay. He did use his fast repair. So boy, I tell you, he's got 180 laps to try to keep that car the way it is. That may be a bit of a tall order. He might want to stay out of trouble for a while if he can. That did drop him back to the back of the field, and we're showing only showing like 2 cars not on the lead lap here. Offerman is still your leader. In fact, Brian Chu, he right now is only showing as the only car that's a lap down. I see a few more names in blue there, but they're so far back that the scoring software kind of looks at it and say, okay, they're close enough to where they're going to get lapped, but this track is so short. You may see a few guys at the tail end of the lead lap, their names in blue, but as of right now, they're still on the tail end of the lead lap, not a lap down yet. Of course, it doesn't take that long at all to make a circuit here in Bristol. I think this is one of the first times I've seen Derek Offerman up at the point here this season. Here at race number 4. I believe the lights will be out on the pace car this time, and yes, they are, so we will be going green. There's a couple of guys making their way off of pit road. And they're coming off, and Childs is actually coming in. Well, he better hurry up if he wants to, maybe trying to top off the fuel or something, but it's not going to take long for them, even at pace speed, under caution, it's not going to take long for them to get around. And I'm not sure if he's doing it. Maybe he's doing a drive-through penalty or something. I'm not sure. He just drove straight through. Well, anyway, here we go. Green flag is out. We're racing once again, lap 23. Offerman off to a good start there. Look at McCoy under the inside there. Oh, and we got another caution here. This could be a long night, folks. This could be a very long night indeed. Several cars. There's Trey Jackson. Boy, there were several cars involved there. Let's see. Duncan looks like he's rolling okay. Dylan Glass, he doesn't look too damaged at all, really. There's James Harris. The 4 cars looking pretty good there. Now we might have just saw. Let's see. We got Robert Ramsey on pit road. Oh boy, that 43 is just bad shape. And yeah, he just might be there for a while. James Harris coming on pit road now. He's the only other car on pit road at the moment. Yes, it looks like it might be just a little bit of damage on the rear of that car. It looked like he started on the backside and had to come all the way around to get to his pit stall. I'm wondering if they're just using they have an option here at this track where you can use both sides of the track for your pit stall, and or just use pit stalls on both sides of the track. And I'm not sure if they're doing that or just having everybody share pits or what, but it almost like he was trying to find his pit stall. Now he's having to wait for the field to go by. And that did put him a lap down. James Joseph Ward, he's on his way back out. So far, no retirements. Ramsey's 4 laps down, but he's still on the pit road there. There's Trey Jackson. He's 6 laps down. Offerman, he continues to lead here. And he's definitely going to try to get a few green flag laps going here on this next restart. Lights are out on the pace car, so it will be going green next time around. And the pace laps do count, so you know, if you have any kind of damage, it's gonna be a long night, because it's really not gonna take that long for the race laps to click off here at Bristol. Restart here on lap 29. There's the 7 McCoy. Going to try to get that run on the 20 once again. And looks like he's got it. Kyle McCoy back to the front. Oh, and we have another caution here. Looks like this might have involved Hutchison, perhaps. Well, I can't avoid Hutchison because he's on pit road, so not exactly who that involved there. Let's see. So showing Tyler Farrell here farther than, say, maybe Trey Jackson, but they're all seem to be running fine. There's Trey Jackson. And we don't have anybody else on pit road, so it might have just been someone. See, if a car spins, and it's still going to register it as a crash, and of course, on a track as tight as this, it'll still bring out the caution. But I don't see any damaged cars anywhere. Nobody's coming in the pit road. Look, Christopher Wade there. He's got a bit of damage. Not sure when that happened. I'm going to see if I can try to go back and see. Well, there's part of it right there. Let's run back and see if we can see what happened there. It looks like that's who is that? Couldn't tell. Oh, and the 59's coming up. He collected Wade right there. So yeah, that's at least how he got damaged. And you can see where the Robert Ramsey also got damaged there in the 43. Big pile up. We'll go back live here, and he's going to be out having that piece of the bodywork hanging off the back there. That 53 machine. Be a question, how long will that stay there? Brian Chu down on pit road. 11 machine looking a little banged up. Making his way around to his pit stall. It seems like by the time he gets to his pit stall, and did he use? No, he doesn't have a faster pair to use. Look from the looks of it here. So now he's just at the mercy of whatever required repairs he has, whatever amount of time. That's what he's going to have to deal with. And okay, it wasn't required, so it looks like he's going to try to beat the pace car out. Try to stay on the. At least he's only one lap down at the moment. Try to remain only one lap down. The lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green this time around. Going through turns 3 and 4 here. It'll be lap 36 when we cross the line. Pace car's in, green flag's out. We're racing again here at Bristol. McCoy with a good jump. Offerman still in second, and here comes the 3-car Nate Lynch. And boy, he's got Michael Weber all over him there. Aerodynamics don't. It looks like Lynch may have something rubbing on that car. He's got a trail of sparks coming out of that 3 machine. Hopefully he won't cut a tire down. Boy, that would be pretty tragic for him and people behind him. It looks like it may be just some body work on the nose, perhaps. I don't know. Something's definitely rubbing there. There you can see the sparks coming out on that the left rear corner of that 3-car. Hard to tell exactly where it's coming from. A little further back is Mike Lynch. Trying to run down Patrick Hasty there for that 5th position. Almost like a mini version of Bristol. I'm sorry, not Bristol, but mini version of Darlington. Everybody's running that high line and staying up there. Further back here, there's Kyle Hall running 11th position. He's coming under a bit of pressure from Lane Bullock there, only like 3/10 behind, and he's also has Chip Parks about 3/10 behind him. little bit more of a gap, just over half second from Parks back to Scott Black. Black's under attack from the 17 car there. Josh Klinger. Klinger's taking away that 15th position. Now the 37 Rogers also going to get under the 51. Being very easy on the throttle as he comes out of those exits, out of those turns. Meanwhile, Kyle McCoy has taken he's still your leader here. He's starting to work some lap traffic here. You got Jackson in front, Wade behind him. Now things are going to get a little sketchy here for the 7 machine. And also the folks chasing him down on the lead lap, working that way through traffic now. A bit more of a challenge for sure. And as we get ready to cross the line here, we'll be a quarter of a way through lap 50 here of 200. I'm sure the guys, they aren't trying to hold him up, but it's also a thing where they're also battling. Oh, we got a caution. Carson was already out, and McCoy just did avoid getting caught up by a lap car there. Boy, that was close. Disaster averted for the 7 machine. And let's see, looks like maybe Adam Sidlow might have been involved with that. And his car is looking not looking too bad. Let's look at the 17 of Josh Klinger, and he's just sitting down below there. Let's go back to Josh and see if we can see what happened there. Oh, he's just pulling off. And if you were to stop on the racing surface, now that will also interpret it as a crash. So let's go back live here. See, we don't see anybody on pit road. There's Douglas Hooper. He's the only one on pit road right now. I think he's having some work done on this car. McCoy continues to lead. And they had just reached the quarter mark, lap 50, and just like that, 4 more laps have already clicked off under caution. Doesn't even take long for laps to click off under the caution flag. Now, of course, aerodynamics don't come into play at such a short track, so if some of the guys have some bent sheet metal, they're probably going to stay out just to save that fast repair or just the repair time in general, as long as the car is handling okay. There's Joseph Ward. He's making his way in there. He's definitely going to need some work done there. Can't tell if he used his fast repair, and it looked like he did not. He may have already used it earlier, so he may just be stuck on pit road there for a while. And Trey Jackson making his way in. A little bit of bent sheet metal on the 31 machine, and if he has a fast repair, he's holding on to it. I'm just trying to get some work done on the 31 car there. And that's now he's down and away. Just trying to get out just to keep from going another lap down. He's already 5 laps down. There's McCoy, your leader, with Offerman and Weber, Hasty, and Lynch. And two of the Lynch brothers there. Mike Lynch, he's showing fifth place. They're kind of jockeying for position right now. That's Brian Lynch, and then Mike Lynch in the 2 machine. And here we go, restart. Lap 57, riding on board with Mike Lynch. That 29 car, I thought he was the pace car there for a minute. It kind of threw me off there. They're having to be very gentle with that throttle. 68 of Nick Holland there moves in front of Lynch to take the 6th position. Oh, and got another caution. Let's see if there's something happening behind Lynch. I don't see anything behind him. And this looks like this involved Tucker, Yakovucci. Oh, there it is. Great day. Oh, boy. Well, let's go back. Let's see. Let's go to every time there's a caution, I mean, it's going to be such a bottleneck, and it's going to be hard to see where exactly started. Let's go ahead and just run it back a little bit here, because he obviously ran up on something here. We'll slow it down, and there's Yakovucci. He's got one of the Lynch brothers up high in the 2 car, and that is who is that? The 28. Okay, it looks like either he came down or the 28 came up, and then they both go sideways, and they're going to collect the 3, and there you go. And then here comes the 6. So, like I said, just a big old bottleneck there. Once somebody goes sideways, there's Chip Parks. He really puts the hard blow on the 67 there, and collects the 17, who gets run over by the 19, and the 4 gets into it. So yeah, it's just a big mess. And we're going to take that back live here. And it's like once they start piling up, it happens so fast, you just can't get slowed down fast enough just to avoid anything. And that's one of the things about here, and also places like, say, Martinsville. Because if you're right in the thick of it and something goes wrong, you're going to have to keep your fingers crossed that you can even get through that. Parks is on his way out. Or actually, he was going all the way around to get to his pit stall here. There's Bryson Alexander. He's making his way back out as well. It almost looks like you have to drive all the way around the track just to get to your pit stall or get out. Now 21st position. Let's see. There's nobody else. There's Trey Jackson. He was there for a while. Boy, I tell you, more damage, even a little worse damage there for the 31 car now. And if he can keep that thing rolling, he's going to try to survive as long as he can out there tonight. Of course, there's Hooper. He's been on pit road for a while. James Harris, we just saw him behind the 31. He might be there for a little while. Look like he got some front end damage there. Of course, and there's Jackson. There's the 11 of Brian Chu. He's gotten caught up a couple of times, making his way down pit road. So now the lights are out on the pace car, and this puts Michael Weber at the point here, the 64 machine. McCoy is right behind him there. The Offerman, Lynch, and Nick Holland, your top 5. Followed by Hasty, Lynch, 2 of the other Lynch brothers, Nate Lynch, Mike Lynch, Kyle Hall 9th, and Adam Sidlow round out the top 10. Pace car turns in. Waiting for the green flag, and here we go. Lap 65, restart here at Bristol. Weber with an excellent getaway. Let's jump a little further back in the field so we can see how things happen there. There's Kyle Hall on the inside of, I think that's Mike Lynch there in the 3 car. I'm sorry, that's Nate Lynch, one of the Lynch brothers. Managed to stay in front of Hall that time. Battling for that 7th position. Lynch is trying to catch Hastings for the 6th spot right in front of him there. Now, I believe they also, another reason a lot of guys didn't stop, they also have only 4 sets of tires, I believe, which is another new feature that they have in iRacing, this particular build. And you have the option to add that to the league rules. So you just can't hop in and get fresh tires whenever you want to. You really got to make them last. Looks like Nick Holland in a little bit of trouble there to 9. Okay, we got a caution. And to see, it didn't happen in front of Lynch, so it must have happened behind him somewhere. See, that might have involved Harris. Let's see. Let's look at Bryson Alexander. We don't even see Bryson. Did he? Okay, Alexander has retired. Let's see if we can pull up a replay here, see what happened. At that point, he's already down on. He's down on the. You know, he might have just decided, you know what, this is just not working out tonight. And I'm just going to go ahead and park this thing for the evening because it doesn't seem like anybody's wrecking there. So that might have been what brought out the caution, perhaps. Let's go back live here. It was showing him out there for a second, and it's still showing him as retired. So there's a tough break there for the 19 machine. Here comes some of your leaders on pit road. Adam Sidlow got a bit of damage on the hood there on that 6 machine. Got Scott Black behind him there, pulling into his pit stall. There's 87 of Kyle Hall down and away. There's the 84 of Michael Potter right behind Scott Black there, Black in the 51 machine. Brian Lynch on his way out. Adam Sidlow got that Valvoline machine back out on track. So this is putting McCoy back up to the point again as your leader. And McCoy, you know, he's had some strong runs, and so he's definitely, you know, a force to be reckoned with out there. We were going to bring up a quick shot of the points before the race started. We'll go ahead and see if we can get that for you here. You can see McCoy is your leader with Nate Lynch, Dylan Glass, Max Ward, and Trey Jackson, your top 5, followed by Riley Davenport, Jerry Hutchinson, John Marshall, Christopher Wade, and Derek Offerman, rounding out the top 10 in the driver standings. Speaking of Offerman, he's back there 8th position. And he's definitely interested in trying to get back up to the front. Boy, I tell you, he's kind of back there in no man's land right now. And it looks like the lights are out on the pace car as well. So we'll be going green this time around. Wait for the pace car to peel off. There he goes. And we got a green flag and restart here at lap 75. almost halfway done already. There's Patrick Hasty. You know, he's a pretty good driver as well, trying to run down McCoy. Oh, we got another caution. Well, I tell you, the guys are just having a rough time out there tonight. Looks like this might have been Steve Anderson. Yep. Oh boy, that I tell you, that car is really tore up. The 99 is in bad shape there. Let's see if we can see what happened to him here. There he is coming on off turn 3 and 4 here. Oh, and he caught the 68 Hollins there. And that's what got the 99 just in the wrong place at the wrong time. We'll go ahead and take it back live here. Nick Holland, he's the let's see. Holland is he's actually retired the car. Him and Black have also retired, so we got a couple of more retirements. Klinger, he's on pit road there. And there's Scott Black. Okay, for a second there, it was showing him as out, but now he's on pit road. So right now we still only show Holland, Alexander, and Duncan, and Hooper as your retirements. Got a set of good years there. Josh Klinger making his way back out, 17 machine. So McCoy, he managed to survive another caution. And Derek Offerman, he's back up to fifth spot. He had gotten up to the front there pretty good and trying to make his way back up there to get up there with McCoy, battle with McCoy. Patrick Hasty may also be having something to say about that as well now that he's at the front. And Dylan Glass, of course, is right there. He's no slouch either. Now lap 79 of 200. Once we get past this halfway point, you know, it's going to probably feel like these laps are going to click off even faster as time starts to wind down. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 81 on the restart. A little hard to talk to the drivers on these cautions because the pace laps are so short. We don't want to have them distracted on a restart, getting ready to go into turn 3 and 4, trying to finish a conversation. So we will probably hold off on the caution lap interviews for this evening. Pace car is in, and McCoy is away. Great day. Racing again here, lap 81. Hasty is right there with him, though. They both got a bit of a jump on Dylan Glass there. You can kind of tell the guys that are a little more short track specialists, and caution once again. Let's see, and I think this might have involved some of the Lynch brothers. There's Brian Lynch, who's the right rear of that car is a little banged in there. Let's go ahead and let's go to Mike Lynch here and see what happened there. Oh, and he's already into. Looked like he's into his. He was into his brother there. Let's run it back a little bit so we can see what happened there. We'll go ahead and slow it down here. Now there's Mike Lynch, and that's the right front of him. That's Brian Lynch's brother, the 24. And see, they're going into the turn here. Let's see, is there anything happening in front of them? Oh, okay. See, that's Michael Potter there, I believe. 84, and he just does get by. and he managed to get by, but he had to check up, and his brother ran right into the back of him. And I know he didn't mean to check up, catch his brother like that, but he was just trying to avoid the 84 machine, Michael Potter. Oh, and the two car hard to the inside wall. Man, I know Brian's got to feel bad about that for his brother, but that's kind of racing there. That was pretty much a racing incident. You're trying to avoid a wreck, and then someone else, unfortunately, is right there and unable to make a maneuver to avoid what you're having to do to avoid a wreck. And it's just a really touchy situation when you get short track racing like you have here at Bristol. So there's Mike Lynch making his way on the way to pit road. Let's see if he has a faster pair. And either he has used it or he's desperately trying to hold on to it. Not quite to the halfway mark yet. And he's ready to go. Done as much work as he can. He's leaving to stay on that, trying to stay on the lead lap here. He's on the tail end of the lead lap as he makes his way out of pit road here. And there's the pace car right behind him. So he may or may not hustle around the track and try to come in and get a little bit more work done. But by the time you get up to speed, and he may have a chance to do one more pit stop here. We'll see if he goes back in the pits. Looks like he might just stay out here. So Tyler Farrell, he's on pit road. Trey Jackson is still there. Oh, there he goes. Okay, he's had a bit of damage, so he's down and away. So Terrell is actually the only one still on pit road that has not retired, that is. Lights are out on the pace car, so we'll be going green next time around. It'll be lap 88 on the restart. You're watching the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath here on Rice Motorsports TV. And here we go, restart. 87. McCoy off to a great start there. Patrick Hasty right there behind him. There's Offerman back there, sixth position. Got the 64 of Michael Weber on his high side there. There's Kyle Hall trying to catch the 20 car. You notice we've seen a lot of guys stand to that high side at the beginning of the race. Now guys starting to move down to that low line. They're probably doing that to conserve those tires as much as possible, being as they have a limited amount of tires that they can use, because you're obviously going to be scrubbing those tires a bit more when you run that low line. As we get closer to the halfway point here, might see start to see guys getting a bit more racy. Oh, somebody tagged the wall up there. Couldn't tell who it was. There's Offerman. He was mighty close to the wall. Sparks flying everywhere. Oh, and that's looks like that was Michael Weber getting a little loose. And there's that's the 3 car of Nate Lynch in front of Weber. Then we saw his he was throwing a bunch of sparks earlier. Maybe whatever was dragging the ground is wore down to the point where it's not actually making contact anymore. They both staying to that high line around here, all the way around the track. Maitland trying to hold Weber at bay. He got all 8/10 of a second there. He's staying ahead of him pretty good there. Matter of fact, looks like Offerman is getting ready to attack the 64 machine here. Offerman, caution is out. Let's see. Didn't see anything happen behind him. Okay, Farrell, he's retired. So we don't, let's see. Lee Tucker, he's a bit banged up there. Let's go ahead and look at, let's look at Nate Lynch here, see if we can see something that happened here. And from that point in the replay, well, they weren't up to speed here. That's Tyler Farrell. And it looks like he's staying down on the inside. Oh, and he got it, he lost it. And that might have been what triggered the caution, because he just did. The nose of that car got up on the racing surface, and it doesn't take much to trigger the caution here. Let's go back live here, and we'll go back up and hear some guys on pit road. There's Lynch, Michael Lynch, making his way in. There's Ward. Hasty's on his way out. There's McCoy. He's on his way out. Childs, currently running 17th. Looks like he's done with his pit stop. Wade behind him now on his way out, followed by Mike Lynch, a 2 machine. So his brother Nate now decided to stay out, and he's inherited the lead here. And we're just past the halfway mark. We're lap 101 of 200. See, nobody else was on pit road. Okay, there's Lee Tucker, where he was already there. It looked like he's just finishing. And see, he might be the last car to come out of pit road. Looks like he is, yeah. He had a pretty good run last week. Not so great right at the moment, running 22nd position. Head back up to your leader here. Lights are out on the pace car, getting ready to go green again on lap 103 at the start, at the restart. We'll see if that 3 car can keep Michael Weber and Offerman and Kyle Hall back there. Here we go. Restart, lap 103. There's Offerman. Taking aim on the 3 machine. 64 is right there as well. That 3 car's a little banged up, but it seems like he's still turning the laps competitively. That's for sure. It doesn't have to look too pretty to work here at Bristol. There's Weber all over the tail of Offerman there. trying to decide when he's close enough, when he wants to make a move, try to get down there and perform a pass. A little further back, there's Lane Bullock in 5th spot. Looks like he's got Kyle Hall there trying to catch the 87 car. There's McCoy behind him. McCoy had been enjoying some good restarts there. Got himself back there in the middle of the top 10, running 6th at the moment. There he's making a move now. Oh, and he's just about lost it. Good recovery. There goes the 16 on by as McCoy had to gather it up. He had just about completed that pass on the 22 car, but it just did get away from him, and Dylan Glass was able to capitalize on that. Now Glass is trying to make his way up to that top 5 and put pressure on Bullock here. Oh, he's going to make a move on the inside. It looks like he's going to be able to make it stick here. It looks like he brought McCoy with him past the 22. Now McCoy taking a look on the outside of Glass. Oh boy, it's getting a little crowded here. There's Hall, McCoy, and Glass right there. Boy, I tell you, and that car definitely can push up a little bit in the turns, and you really got to pay attention here. Oh, and he got it. The 87 was definitely going to pull up there, and that was bad news there. Oh man, more cars are piling up here. The 51 and the 30 got sideways, but they're still rolling. There's Charles on. Let's see. Boy, that was bad news there for. Let's see, where is he? I don't even see him now. I think that was Kyle Hall. And he's not that damaged actually. So that's one thing to be thankful for. Looks like that right front got knocked in. The fender got knocked in just a little bit. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Glass is still there. 12. Oh, look at the left front tire there on the 16. Boy, that's not good. Yeah, that tire is not even on the ground. So he's probably going to definitely have to use a fast repair for that. Tough break for the 16. Looks like that. Who is that? The 2 machine back there coming in as well. That's one of the Lynch brothers. That's Mike Lynch, I believe. Yep. And we'll probably see Glass use a fast repair here if he has it. Caution lap 118 now of 200. Bring it on down to the pit stall, and he overshot just a little bit. And oh my goodness, he doesn't have a fast repair. Oh boy, he is gonna be there for a minute. Unless that's just some kind of optical illusion with that damage model, because the tires clearly look like it's not even on the ground. He went ahead and got those left side tires, but boy, that might take a little while to fix there. Mike Lynch on his way back out. And Brian Chu making his way in. He's been involved in a couple of little skirmishes out there today. He's right behind. There's Trey Jackson. because he's been on pit road for a while now. He had a lot of damage. Glass is still sitting there. I think Glass gonna be there for a good little while. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have used the faster pair if he could. Chew down and away. Looks like so. Hall is the only one still on pit road. So that Nate Lynch continues to be your leader. The lights are out on the pace car, so we will be going green this time around. It'll be lap 121 on the restart. Pace car is in, and here we go. Lynch takes him down to turn one. Boy, he pinched Offerman up high there. And that could have ended badly for both of them. There comes McCoy on the inside. McCoy said, I need to get back to the front where it's safe. Trying to get that second spot away from Offerman. There's Klinger down on the inside as well, trying to see if he can squeeze under the 20 and the 64. Oh, we do have another caution. And this one looks like it will involve Kyle Hall there. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened there to him. Here's on the restart. Oh, and he got a little bit of that apron. You saw the car just snap there and did a good job to keep it off the wall. Very good job to keep it off the wall. But it definitely triggered the caution there. Yeah, you catch too much of it. You can cheat and get a little bit of it, but you grab too much of it and it's just going to upset that car. We'll take it back live here. So I wouldn't expect to hardly see anybody come in at pit road. Everybody was just in, unless they really need to pit. There was Travis Yakovucci. Now, whether he pitted last time or not, who knows? Making his way down to his stall. Down and away for the 67. Trey Jackson on his way in. Chip Parks is on his way out, just finishing his stop. Meanwhile, Nate Lynch, once again, is your leader. You got McCoy and Offerman right there with Weber, Josh Klinger, the 24 Brian Lynch. And there's Patrick Hasty, and there's I believe that's Christopher Wade. Yep. He's followed by Eli Childs in ninth, and Adam Sidlow rounds out the top 10. Let's see, I think the lights are out on the pace car, yet we will be going green next time around. Now the number of cars on the lead lap is down to 19. In fact, Joseph Ward, he's the only car that's one lap down. So if he were to avoid another caution, if another one come out, he should be the lucky dog. There's Ward right there. Hastings a little further back in the field now, running 8th. I'm sure he would rather be up there like maybe where the 20 or the 7 is. Lynch and company making their way down through turns 3 and 4. There goes the pace car. Here we go with the restart. Lap 29, 129. Now McCoy's taking a look on the inside. Looks like the 64 Weber is going to stay, and now he's going to try to follow McCoy on the inside of Lynch. McCoy is through. Looks like Weber is through. He just did get up, slide up in front of the 3 machine. Now less than 70 laps to go. Nate Lynch taking another look down on the inside. Think he might be able to make a run. That high side's working pretty good, but that time he was able to look like he just about completes the pass on the 64. He's fighting hard, but I don't think he's going to be able to maintain that position as Lynch does move ahead into 2nd position. I think folks have definitely been trying to save their tires for this part of the race where, you definitely can run that low line, but, you don't want to wear your tires out too much. There's Offerman making his way past Weber into the 3rd position. So a little further back, there's Eli Charles, and he's got Michael Potter behind him. And that's a battle right there for 10th spot. Oh, he got a little touch there by the 6 machine. Able to keep it going. Adam Sidlow leaning on the 84 pretty hard, and he's got a bit of pressure himself. Well, there's a 22 down on the inside of the 6. Boy, he's going to try to pick 2 of them off at the same time. He got the 84 as well. Here comes the 2 machine. Also going to try to get by there. Wasn't quite able to get past the 84. He thought he was going to follow him right through there. McCoy he's starting to check out a bit now. He's over 2.5 seconds ahead of Lynch. Nate Lynch up at the front. A fierce battle going on right here. These guys trying to break into the top 10. Oh, we got a caution. Looks like it might have involved the 30 up, the 30 and the 37. Let's go ahead and run that back, see what we can see here. Yeah, there's a 30. Oh, and he got a little touch from the 67 there. Oh, boy, he got into the wall hard. Collects the 37 and the 6. That was just I don't think that was net code. That, sometimes that can be, but let's see. Or slow it down here. And looks like, yeah, he went to, looked like he started to go to the inside, but didn't quite clear him. And that was the result. As the 30 machine piles hard into the outside wall. In fact, it happened so quickly. It looked like the 11 car kind of ghosted through him. And sometimes that will happen. Oh, the 30 machine high in the air. Wow. 37, very heavy damage as well. 6 car also took on some damage. Let's take that live here. Parks is on pit road. Let's see. He's probably towing back. Hopefully he's got a faster pair. There's Michael Potter taking off. Hopefully he has a faster pair that he can use. A lot of guys on pit road. There's Scott Black coming in, followed by Adam Sidlow there. Eli Childs, he's coming in. Court 84, Potter. There's Josh Klinger, he's making his way around. Now we have a new leader here, Lane Bullock. First time tonight, got that 22 car up to front. And the 3 of Mike Lynch is hanging in there. I'm sorry, that's the 2. I thought that was the other Lynch brother. And but hey, he's been in some things too. You can see his battle scars there on the 2 machine. He's right up there with Bullock. And Kyle Hall is also caught a little bit of action here tonight and got himself on 3rd spot. Not to mention Travis Yakabuchi. And he's followed by Steve Anderson, rounds out the top 5. There's McCoy. You know, he'll be keen to try to get back up the front there. This will be an interesting restart because, you know, I think his pace was a little better than the guys that are in front of him right now. So, might see if he can make his way through this field. We'll only have 56 laps to go. Okay, lights are on the pace car, so we will have one more lap of caution. They'll probably go out next time. There's Zachary Rogers. He's on pit road. Those are only 2 cars on pit road, him and Chip Parks, trying to get that heavy damage fixed. And he's either in the process of towing it, which can take a minute or 2, depending on the size of the track. And hopefully he's got a faster pair. If not, yeah, he's going to be there a while. In fact, his race might even be over. Okay, they're coming. Looks like they're coming out of turn 2 here, and lights are out on the pace car. It'll be lap 146 when we go green again. Pace car is in. Here we go for the restart. Green flag's in the air. We're running again here at Bristol. Both with a good start there. There's Hall trying to close in. Oh boy, did I see the 22 slam the wall? I was looking at Hall. I could have sworn I saw that 22 tap the wall here. Let's go in the roof cam with the 87. Looks like, and the 22 is doing his best to keep him off. And now Hall's into the wall, tries to gather it up, and he manages to hold on to it. Tell it, those tires are starting to wear down. They're trying to save those tires. Not sure how many times guys might have come in and did like left sides only, you know, to try to stretch out the tire usage instead of putting all 4 on at the same time. A little further back. Okay, there's Nate Lynch. Now, I'm not sure if he just went down low. I don't think it was a green flag pit stop or anything because he's only 12th position. He might have had to go down there to gather the car. Oh, and the 84 Potter got pretty loose there and did a great job of saving it, keep this thing going green. But now he's under pressure from Josh Klinger there for that 13th position. Joseph Ward. He's up and running once again. A little further up, there's Steve Anderson in the 9th spot. He's done a bit of pressure from Childs, and also the 53 car there, Christopher Wade and Nate Lynch. So everybody's running down that 53 machine. Childs taking a peek on the inside. Looks like he's not able to quite perform the pass. In fact, he's not careful, he's going to lose another spot here. There's the 11. Brian Chu got in front of the 13. Actually, he's not on the lead lap. Brian Chu is actually 4 laps down, so that really wasn't a pass for position. A little further up, there's Mike Lynch, and he's chasing down his brother, Brian. And look at that, here we go. The Lynch brothers are running 7th, 8th, and 9th. Brian Lynch right there in 7th position, trying to chase down Travis Yacovucci, and then in 8th, there's his brother Mike Lynch, and then Nate Lynch in 9th position in the 3 machine, who had been up the front for quite a while. So now Nate's chasing his brothers here at Bristol. Gives a different meaning to the term family night here at the races. It almost seems like they're almost dirt tracking it now. You see some of the guys doing a little bit of counter steering to hold on to those cars. That's Brian Chu in front of Klinger now. He's not on the lead lap. Of course, Klinger and Anderson are. They're battling for the 12th position now. Klinger's got it. Anderson wants it. Like I was saying earlier, you can tell some of the guys that are a little more comfortable with the short tracks just by the way they apply the throttle. You can hear there's a bit of a hesitation there, you know, as Anderson makes his way out of, like, say, turns 2 and 4. Got to be very on that throttle, very gingerly. Yeah, if we were to move, let's move up to the front here, like, say, with McCoy. We're right on board here with Kyle. And you hear how much smoother he is coming off the corners. Absolutely no hesitation whatsoever. And that's definitely something you want to have really on any racetrack. You know, they always say be smooth. Being smooth translates to a faster lap time for sure. Oh, and then he's got the 37 there. These are a couple of cars, some more lap traffic. Probably having a little sense of deja vu. Hey, I was just here before doing this. Making his way through some lap cars, plenty more right there in front of him. Looks like he's catching up to Scott Black. That dark car with the mellow yellow decals on it. Continuing to make his way through the pack of cars. He's over half a second. Well, that's actually Sidlow behind him, but as far as he's like over 2.5 seconds back from Bullock. Lane Bullock was in the 22 machine there, trying to keep Offerman there behind him. it looks like that is the 64. They're making their way past him. And Weber's actually not on the lead lap. He's actually one lap down. A lot of guys are really starting to fall down a lap to the leaders under green. Leaders are moving at a sufficient pace where they can run down the guys at the back of the lead lap. And you can see they're kind of just trying to pick their way through the lap cars. Oh, there's McCoy. Okay, that was a close call for, I think that was Offerman, trying to get past some of the slow guys, and that could really hurt them trying to catch the leader. And Bullock, he's trying to get by some guys. There he is in the 22 machine. Oh, and he gets Michael Potter, and they both go into the wall. And the caution comes out. And, yeah, and that's how that goes. And there's Potter, and he's still sitting there. He's probably going to, either he's waiting for the traffic to go by so he can turn around. Because if he had the toe, he would have hit the toe already. I know he hates to lose those spots, but it's better to be safe than wait till the way is clear. Boy, that was close there. Yeah, the 17 almost got him. And you don't, I know you don't want to lose position as a racer. You really hate to see those cars go by because that's going to mean more positions you have to try to make up. But if you rush, you know, getting yourself turned around and going again too soon, boy, you're going to cause problems for quite a few other folks. So, Patience won out that time for the 84, and everybody's still rolling. Nobody's on the pit road now that I see. Chip Parks is the only one there. He's going to be there for a while with some damage. Oh, take that back. Here comes the leader. There's McCoy, and there's Offerman. Yes, McCoy pits. And Offerman is also right there behind him. And there's Nate Lynch. It looks like he probably will inherit the lead here. There's some lap cars there right in front of him. Lights are still on the pace car. So we've got several more guys on pit road there. There's Kyle Hall making his way in. Josh Klinger coming in. Also Mike Lynch in the 2 machine. A lot of activity. Christopher Wade's in. Let's see, there's Mike Weber in the 64 car. He's coming in. Lee Tucker on his way in that Superflow machine. There's Brian Chu. Had some damage earlier on, but I guess he used that fast repair. The car looks pretty darn clean right now. There's Joseph Ward on his way out. Now, boy, now we only have just, wow, it just seems like the race only started a little while ago. And we've only got 20 laps to go. Wow. Boy, this is they're going to really start racing hard now. Nate Lynch is once again at the point. Getting that 3 machine back up there. The lights are out on the pace car. One guy got a wave around there going into turns 1 and 2 there. Okay, here we go. The lap 182 as we cross the line. Pace car is in. It must be the go must be not green on leader's discretion. And Lynch, he just dropped the hammer and he's gone. That's Elu Childs in second position. trying to chase down the 3 machine. He's still favoring that high line just a little bit. Oh, and he's got some pressure there. Looks like the 7 of McCoy trying to make his way under the 13. Didn't quite get it that time. He's Childs is sticking to that that high line. Now lap 185 of 200. Man. Charles a little over a half second there to catch McCoy. Hasty now is getting himself into the mix. Now the 13 takes the low line, and boy, that didn't hold him back at all. There goes the 6 right on by, and he's also followed by the 24 machine. And the 13, he slots in back to 6th position. I'm sorry, 5th position. It looks like the lead pack is starting to pull away from the 13, the top 4 there. Look a little further back, there's Travis Giacovucci. He's working on the 59. Actually, the 59 is not on the lead lap, so he'll probably let him by, I would think. Ward, he's only, who was that in the wall? Somebody was in the wall. The 99, Anderson, we're still green. He did hit the wall pretty significantly. Looked like he already got some damage on the left front there. And he can't keep it. I mean, he might have been trying to get down the pit road, trying to get down to the inside. Boy, I tell you, we're still green. He may be having difficulty just getting that car to turn left. Making his way down pit road, which seems like an eternity. He comes to his pit stall. He overshot just a little bit. Got to get it backed up. Does he have a faster pair? No, it looks like he's either holding on to it. Well, there's only 6 laps to go. So yeah, he's there's your leader, Lynch. And there's 2 of the brothers battling. Brian Lynch on the inside. He's going to take that position from the 3, and here comes McCoy right with him. Now 5 laps to go. Now lap 96. Look at the 24 hold off the 7 machine, because McCoy has been really strong all day long. He's trying Brian Lynch is trying his best to hold him off. And here comes Patrick Hasty. He might be a spoiler here if he gets in between the 7 and the 24. Lap now 198 as they cross the line. Oh man, we'd love to see this go right to the end here. Hasty's got it at the moment. Brian Lynch trying to get back. He can't quite get there. Looks like McCoy is checked out just a little bit, getting around a lapped car there. That's Adam Sidlow. Sidlow trying to get low there, almost got into the wall. And McCoy, the white flag is out for Kyle McCoy. Hasty trying to run him down, but he's he's like almost a full second behind the 7 car. So that's going to make it give that win to the 7 of Kyle McCoy. And he spins it down into the wall. He'll try to find some room to do a few donuts there. Some donuts on the banking. So there's Black had to stop us, so he didn't want to interrupt the party there. Kyle McCoy, your winner today, folks. And we're going to see if we can get McCoy, Hasty, and Lynch up here. We're going to move them to the winner circles. McCoy, and there's Hasty, and let's see. We also want the 2 car. And matter of fact, while those guys are, we're waiting to get those guys up there, let's go ahead and take a look at the results here. We've got Kyle McCoy, your winner, Patrick Hasty, Mike Lynch, Brian Lynch, 3rd and 4th there, respectively. Travis Yacovucci, 5th. Nate Lynch, 6th. Derek Offerman, 7th. Josh Klinger, 8th. Eli Childs, 9th. Kyle Hall rounds out the top 10. And we'll scroll down quickly as you see the rest of the finishing order there. And what was a pretty darn exciting race there. Didn't have a ton of retirements, so yeah, everybody did a good job to pretty much make it to the end of the race there. And that's the whole field there. And we're going to go ahead and jump down here to the winner circle here and speak with the guys. Hey, Kyle, Tony Rice in the booth, man. Congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I tell you, man, the car, you seemed really strong that whole time, and it was just ended up being a good day for you there. Good day at the office, huh?
Oh, for sure. That racing at the end was nuts. Nate really was hauling on old tires. That was impressive, but got it done at the end. Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, I noticed you guys were running that Highline quite a bit, sort of like a Darlington deal there, and was the car just working better up there all night?
Yeah, I mean it's just so fast off the corner. You can't beat the high line there. You had to make some passes on the bottom, and it got tricky when that happened. But yeah, the high line is definitely the way to go.
10-4. Yeah, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, we got my dad, #1 fan, back here watching me, and thanks for everybody putting this league on. Thank you for broadcasting. It's been really fun so far, especially for me. I've been had a good time.
All right, congratulations, man. We'll let you go ahead and celebrate.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Patrick, man, I tell you, man, you started a little further back in the field, and you survived a lot of calamity back there and made your way right up to the front there. Probably needed a few more laps, huh, you think?
Well, survival is the key word there. We knew it was going to be like that tonight. And, I kind of played the points game there at the end. Kyle was really fast all night, and he's been fast every week. He's great. And I wasn't as aggressive as maybe I could have been because I knew I needed a good finish for the point. So, but congrats to Kyle. He's been kicking butt and taking names so far.
10-4. Yeah, no, man, good to see you get up there that second spot. And like I said, avoid a lot of calamity there. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My wife and my 6-month-old daughter.
All
They
right.
with me and they let me do this on Thursday night, so I appreciate them for.
All right. Yeah, and congratulations on that second place finish there, man. And we'll let you go and celebrate, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thank you for putting this on for us, and thank all the hosts for putting this on. Y'all do a great job. Thank you.
10-4. Okay, Mike Lynch. Boy, I tell you, man, it's family night here at the racetrack, and boy, I tell you, man, it was your turn to get up near the front there. You almost managed to get away with a win there.
Yeah, I feel I came on pretty strong there. I kind of timed my tires right there at the end, I think, and kind of took it easy on the last run. It was really fun, last 100 laps there.
10-4, man, and because you managed to avoid a bit of trouble there. Got caught up a couple of times though, but you guys only had one fast repair, right? Did you have to use that?
Right. Yeah, I used that right before on that last caution.
Okay, yeah, man. I tell you, that's it's good that you can survive that long and still have that. It's almost like having an ace in your pocket there, man. I tell you, that's a good feeling to have for sure.
Right.
Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I suppose wife and kids, but I think they already went to bed. So
Yeah. All right, and well,
at least I didn't win, right? They didn't miss me win anyway.
there you go. Yeah. Well, even if you did, hey, they can always watch the replay on the broadcast channel. You know?
That's right.
But,
Thanks for all you do.
yeah, man. Congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Okay, folks, and that's pretty much going to wrap it up here tonight. And we want to thank you again for coming out. And that was the guys put on a great show and had some thrills and some spills. And but everybody, for the most part, made it through fairly well. Didn't have too many retirements for so many cars on track. So we're glad you were able to check us out here tonight at Bristol with the Midwest Winston Cup Series. And we'll be back next week for round number 5. And don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe so that you'll know next time we go live. We got racing all week long for you. Now we're getting towards the weekend, so we will be cranking it up on the weekends. On Saturday we have the North American iRacing Stock Car Challenge, the Cup cars, and I need to check and find out. We may or may not have the North American Fantasy ARCA Series on Sunday, being Father's Day. There was some debate on whether or not they were going to go ahead and skip that race, but we will find out here very shortly. And once again, for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to thank you for joining us here tonight with the Midwest Winston Cup Series presented by Excellipath. And we want to wish you all a pleasant evening.